Ketubot Perek Hey Mishnah Aleph, first Mishnah in the 5th chapter of Ketubot. So we know that we've said that the amount that Chazal established for a ketubah is matayim for a betula and mana for an almana or a beula or a grusha or whatever. 200 zuz, which corresponds to the mohar, the amount that you gave as a dowry of chamishim kesef in the Torah. That we've learned. So the question our mission is going to address is, can you add, can it be more, or can it be less? And we're going to see that's a machloket. Says the Mishnah, Af al pi she'amru betula gova matayim be'almana mana. Even though we learned that a betula takes 200 zuz, she gets 200 and almana is mana, 100. Im ratzah lehosif. If you want to add afilu mea mana, even 100 mana, like many times that amount, yosif. You can add. That's okay. Okay? And the Bartanura adds here, lo arminun she'eno rashai kadei shelo levayesh et mi she'elo. It's really interesting. Sometimes we do things in order not to embarrass the person who doesn't have, who has less. Really, it's a fascinating dichotomy, a fascinating issue in halakha. So, for example, in funerals, we say, everybody, in today's day and age, Chazal instituted, plain pine box. You don't have these fancy coffins. The reason they established it is because the poor people were embarrassed and they started dumping their corpses. So you could say, the ketubah, like a person who has less, they're going to be embarrassed. It's a really interesting question. Maybe somebody should do a doctorate on it. When Chazal instituted not to embarrass and when they did not. If the woman is widowed or divorced. Let's say a person added, he said 200, 500,000, zuz. Like just ridiculous amount of money. So if she's divorced, or if they get divorced, or or she's widowed, according to the Tanakama, whether it's from the Erusin or Nisuin, he wrote it even before they lived together, before they got together and consummated the marriage, she gets it all. No, Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah Omer, Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah says, no, mina nisuin, once there's nisuin, govatakol, then she gets everything. But, mina erusin, if it's only from the erusin, then betula gova matayim v'almana mana. Then she only gets the ikar ketubah, not what's called the tosefet ketubah, the tosefet. Okay, why? Because he says, she only gets the ikar, not the tosefet. Shelo katavla elamanat lekansa. He only wrote that extra tosefet ketubah under the intention of consummating the marriage. Meaning the whole idea was, we're going to get married, start this family, I'll give you $1 gazillion. He didn't write it for Erusin. The Erusin was the first part. That was just the beginning of the process. How to be paskin? I'm not entirely sure. You can email me. Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Let's go on. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, the new thing. So that's more. Everyone agrees there's no machloket about whether you can add. Everyone agrees you can add. And that's the custom today. The Kahati writes that it's interesting. It's a machloket mishonim. Do you have to write the ikar and then the tosefet separately? The mana matayim and then plus? Interestingly, in all the ketubot and chutz la'aretz, that's what they do. They write mea and then matayim and then the tosefet. Whereas in the one that I have, I lost my place. Hold on. I meant to scroll here. And this is I work for Tzohar, and this is the ketubah of Tzohar. And the ketubah that we have, just as I'm mentioning it, I should definitely mention, will dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, Simcha ben Yitzchak. And as I'm doing this, I want to mention, as I record this today, we want to mention the loss of Rav Elyashiv Knol, who was the head of the Meizam Nisuin. He was the posek for Tzohar, where I work. Very proud to have known him. I'm just mentioning it. So once I'm mentioning the ketubah of Tzohar, how could I not mention Rav Elyashiv? Anyway, in the ketubah it says, Yavina lach ma'areichi keseb zuze. Also, we write mea or matayim that you get, and she agreed. But then we say sach hakol and adina tosefet. Then we translate it into sach. I always write 180,000 shekel because that's what Tzohar said to do, and it's a good amount. And usually the chatan and kala, they don't really know how much they want to give anyway. Nonetheless, okay, let's go back to our Mishnah. So that's an interesting question. Do you write the total amount with Tosefet, or do you write the Mea Matayim? We have the minhag of writing the Mea Matayim and then the total amount. Next, that's the maximum. There is no maximum. What about minimum? Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Oh, by the way, I say maximum. I know that sometimes chatanim, they'll write maximum, especially in Sephardic communities, because they want to sound cool. The question is, when they get divorced, do they really intend to pay that much or not? Israeli courts have gotten involved, and they want to know, do they really think that it's like a reasonable amount, or if they write 80 million shekel and you don't have it? How much do you have to pay? Rabbi Yehuda says, Im ratza kotev libetula shtar shel matayim. He has to write in the shtar, in the document matayim. He kotev it, and then she can write, He kabalti mimcha mana. Meaning, Tanai Beitin is 200. And then she can write at the bottom, I got 100. Ula almana maneh. You have to write for the almana 100. He kotev it, and she can write, He kabalti mimcha 50 zuz. I got 50 zuz from you. Meaning, she in a way is mochel. Af al pi shalonit kabla, even though she didn't actually get it, mochelet. She forgives. She wrote that she got it. Meaning, he doesn't actually have to give her 100. He has to write 100. You can give less. If she agrees to take 50 instead of 100 or 100 instead of 200, that's okay. Rabbi Meir says, no shenanigans in this. Kol apochet libtula mimatayim u'la'amana mana harezo be'ilat znut. If a person gives less than matayim to abtula and less than 100 to an almana, that's be'ilat znut. That's znut. That's licentiousness. That's not marriage. That's just intercourse. And you're not marrying her. That's be'ilat znut. Rabbi Meir b'gzeirotav. We follow Rabbi Meir's position. The minimum you could give is you could have given is the 200, none less. Because otherwise, Rabbi Meir is right. If you could play games, then everybody would start to play games. It would be a bidding war to the lowest common denominator, depending on how desperate the woman was. We'll stop here. I wish you all a good day.